Listen, I am back with another ThriveCart tutorial for you. Today, I'm going to show you how to recover those lost sales by setting up an abandoned cart automation within ThriveCart. So if you want to know how you can recover those sales, this video is for you.
There's no stopping me now. I know my shot sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.
In today's ThriveCart tutorial, I'm going to show you how to integrate ThriveCart with your email service provider. So whether you're using Kit, Flowdesk, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, the majority of email service providers do have a direct integration. So that is what I'm going to show you in today's video. So the first thing that I want to do is, because I use ConvertKit for my email marketing, I'm going to go over to ConvertKit and I'm going to create a sequence as well as a tag that I'm going to use for my abandoned cart. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just start from scratch. Just typically the easiest and fastest way for me to build something. I'm going to give my automation a name, and we're going to call this correct OS, and then we're just going to say abandoned cart. So that's going to be the name of my visual automation. I'm going to start building. What I'm going to use to trigger this automation is going to be a tag. So I'm going to create a new tag that says correct OS abandoned. Let's see, I think I spelled that right. And then we're going to add this event. So I created a new tag, correct OS abandoned. Whenever I add this tag in ThriveCart, it is going to trigger this automation inside of formerly known as ConvertKit, now just Kit. And so once this tag is applied, what I want to do is actually add them. Actually, I'm going to do a delay first. I don't want them to immediately go to this. So let's do delay, and let's say an hour. We'll delay this for an hour, and then after that, I want to add them to an email sequence. So I'm going to create an email sequence, and we're going to call it correct OS abandoned cart. All right. And then I'll worry about adding my emails and all that stuff later. But for the purposes of this video, I just want to show you how to set up the key components so you can integrate your own, you can set up your own abandoned cart automation, right? So I have a tag set up that I created, and I have an email sequence that are inside this visual automation. So the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to go back to ThriveCart, and we're going to go over to our settings. Since I am setting this up from scratch, I'm going to go to settings and then integration. And depending on your email service provider, there is most likely going to be a direct integration here for you. So if you are using ActiveCampaign, this is going to be your integration here. If you are using, this is what Aweber, this says ConvertKit, which again is Kit now. This is what I'm actually going to use for this tutorial. And then Flowdesk is a new integration they just added. If you are using Keep, there's MailChimp, 𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗪𝗁𝗁, Entreport. So pretty much, I would say the majority of the main email service providers that are out there, there is going to be a direct integration. If you don't have a direct integration, then you could always just use Zapier here and integrate that way. But we're going to scroll back up. One thing I do want to mention, these are in alphabetical order. So if you are using Keep, this is going to be your Keep integration right here where it says Infusionsoft. Infusionsoft and Keep merged together. So they are now one and the same, but inside of ThriveCart, it doesn't show Keep. It just says Infusionsoft. So this is also Keep. So this is what you'll use if you have Keep. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to use ConvertKit. So what I'm going to do is just hit this integrate now button, and I'm going to add my API key and the secret key, and I'm just going to copy these from ConvertKit. So I'm going to go back over to ConvertKit. I want to go to my developer dashboard, and then I want to copy this API key, paste this over here, and then I want to go back, show my secret key, And then we're going to paste this here as well. And then I'm going to say authorize with ConvertKit. And so it'll take a moment to authorize, and it should say that it's connected. So congratulations, ThriveCart is authorized to access your ConvertKit account. So now I'm going to hop back over to my product page. So when I go to product, what I want to do is go into edit. And when I go into edit, we're going to go all the way over to this last tab that says automation. I'm going to click on automation and click add rule. Now, when I add a rule, what I want to do is say when the cart is abandoned. So under main product, when the cart is abandoned, I'm going to select what I wanted to do. You can see ConvertKit is already highlighted. If this is custom for whatever reason, you could just click the little drop down arrow and you should see any other integrations that you have connected there. If you click on this and you only see custom HTML, then that means most likely your integrations aren't connected, or maybe they need to be reauthorized. So if you don't see the app that you're looking for here, just go back to your settings and make sure that your connection is correct, okay? But I am going to connect this abandoned cart automation to ConvertKit. And what I want to do is when the cart is abandoned, I want to add them, which is already selected, to an existing tag. And then the tag that I want to use is, I have a lot of tags, don't judge me. It's the correct OS abandoned. So I'm going to add them to that tag, and that is going to trigger adding them to this sequence up here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And then I'm going to hit save and get URL. If you had other steps that you wanted to do, you can add additional rules in here as needed, but that's going to complete our abandoned cart automation. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and get URL. And then now anytime that cart is abandoned, someone has entered their contact information, then it will automatically trigger that abandoned cart sequence. I hope that you found this video to be helpful. If so, give this video a thumbs up. If you have questions about setting up your automations, feel free to drop your questions in the comments below this video. If you are new to ThriveCart, you haven't quite gotten your feet wet and you want to sign up, I will leave my affiliate link for you down in the comments of this video. If you do sign up using my affiliate link, I will give you access to a bonus sales funnel course that will help you to optimize your sales pages in the sales funnel. Other than that, I just want to say, as always, thanks so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.